What chipsets the Samsung Galaxy S25 series of phones will utilize is one of the most important mysteries. Samsung typically combines its own Exynos chipsets with Qualcomm's Snapdragon chipsets. However, rumors indicated that some Galaxy S25 versions would use a MediaTek CPU in place of the Exynos this year. However, it appears that Samsung may limit its use to Snapdragon. Samsung is in talks with MediaTek, according to leaker Jukanlosreve on X. Originally, the main Samsung Galaxy S25 series was going to use a Dimensity chipset, probably the top-end Dimensity 9400. But this is now set to change to a Snapdragon chipset exclusively, presumably the unannounced Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. Nevertheless, it appears that MediaTek chipsets will still be used in a high-end Samsung phone. The Samsung Galaxy S25 FE is expected to receive one instead. This is certainly good news because the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 is expected to be the most potent of these chipsets based on historical performance. The problem of a phone being less powerful in some areas, as has occasionally happened in recent years, is also avoided if every model in the main, non-FE, Samsung Galaxy S25 series receives a Snapdragon CPU globally. The one possible drawback is that, based on reports, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 is about $40 more expensive than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which could mean the Galaxy S25 range is more expensive than earlier generations. Naturally, we would proceed cautiously with this leak, particularly given that Jukanlosreve hasn't exactly established a solid reputation yet. Or rather, they don't go by that name, but they're apparently TechRave leaker using a different account, and that leaker has been accurate on a number of fronts. Returning to the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE, the South Korean website, the Elec has reported that the device may be released in a slim edition. To do this, Samsung may choose to enhance the surface area of the battery while decreasing its thickness. Similar to the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE, the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE is also expected to sport a 6.7-inch screen. The S24 FE isn't very thick at 8mm though, and with reports circulating that Apple is developing a small iPhone 17 Air or iPhone 17 Slim, it wouldn't be shocking if Samsung was developing a competing device. Samsung may incorporate the next generation display into all Galaxy S25 models. A small percentage of users complained about graininess on the Galaxy S24 Ultra display. This is apparently fixed in the next generation of Galaxy S25 phones. According to Ice Universe, the S24 Ultra's display graininess problem has been fixed in the Galaxy S25 series. The Galaxy S25 series screen is great, the tipster said. It recommends that the flagship models get updated screen technology. The Pixel 9 series introduced the greatest display technology from Samsung. The industry anticipates that the advanced screen will now be added to the Korean tech giant Plus and Galaxy S25 Ultra. Modern displays are typically designed to maintain efficiency while providing brilliant colors. For Samsung users though, this is a significant advancement as it finally resolves the supposed graininess issue with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Samsung is making sure there will be no latency with the next flagships. Pro-grade specifications, ranging from processor and RAM to display and camera, will be available in the next generation Galaxy S range. In January of the following year, the business may introduce the S25 series. A few owners of S24 Ultra have reported that the display appears textured, pixelated, or grainy. It happens more frequently when examining darker hues at low brightness or under specific lighting circumstances. It was also thought that the anti-reflective glass was to blame. However, a number of variables, including OLED pixel arrangement, brightness levels, and software calibration, could contribute to screen graininess. Samsung enhanced the screen hardware, presumably taking customer comments into consideration. Given that UFS 4.1 or 4.4 is expected to be released for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, that phone may receive an additional performance bump. Since UFS 4.0 is used by the majority of Galaxy S24 devices, the enhancement would be gradual but still produce a performance boost that would support any AI features offered with the new phone. Additionally, satellite connectivity will be a significant connectivity boost for the Galaxy S24 series. This would facilitate off-grid messaging, especially to emergency services. Samsung's phones have been almost unbeatable when it comes to cameras, as seen by the Galaxy S23 Ultra's dominance over all other phones on our list of the best cameras phones for 2023. That all changed though, when the Galaxy S24 was released due to the contentious decision to downgrade the S24 Ultra's optical zoom camera to a 5x one. Samsung has its work cut out for it with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, since our zoom test revealed a discernible difference between the Galaxy S24 Ultra and Galaxy S23 Ultra. An improved primary camera, a 50 megapixels ultra-wide-angle camera, up from the 12 megapixels one on the S24 Ultra, and a new telephoto camera with variable capabilities are all mentioned in the tantalizing early rumors. The Galaxy S24 Ultra was supposed to experience the latter, although the S25 Ultra appears to be a better fit. It could indicate something else, or it could imply that we have a variable telephoto camera that can shift to different zoom levels. Consider the latest Xiaomi 14 Ultra, which has a variable aperture that can be adjusted to different degrees. Since zooming has always been the Ultra's strong suit, we sincerely hope Samsung succeeds in this regard to make up for lost time. For the Galaxy S25 Ultra, Samsung may be doing away with the 3x telephoto zoom, according to a report. Instead of the quadruple camera system that the show is known for, this would produce a 3-camera setup. This assertion is made by leaker Asax81 based on a prototype that Samsung is testing. On the other hand, S25 Ultra leaker Ice Universe asserts that the device still has 4 camera lenses. The leaker went on to claim that the Galaxy S25 Ultra's ultra-wide and secondary telephoto lenses, which now use 50 megapixel sensors in place of the S24 Ultra's 12 megapixels and 10 megapixel sensors, need to be upgraded. Other leakers have echoed that assertion. Less talk is being made at this time regarding the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus cameras. One of the few indications that Samsung has moved from using an ISOCELL camera sensor to a Sony one. Samsung recently unveiled new camera sensors, and given that the 50 megapixels ISOCELL GNG sensor is roughly the same size as the one found in the S24 and S24 Plus, we wouldn't be surprised if we saw it appear in the S25 devices. An anti-refractive layer and pixel isolation are two features of the lens that should enhance light capture, lessen reflections, provide more accurate shadows, and enhance color reproduction. Samsung cannot afford to lose to the iPhone 16 Pro, which is currently atop our ranking of the greatest photography phones, no matter what happens. That's because Apple's latest flagship beats Samsung in our visual comparison of the iPhone 16 Pro Max and Galaxy S24 Ultra. We anticipate that the Galaxy S25 will, at minimum, have the same amount of battery life as the S24. Although there have been long-running speculations that Samsung will include stacked batteries into its flagship series, there is currently no concrete proof that the S25 will do so. Multiple sources suggest that Samsung will continue to use a 5000 mAh battery for the S25 Ultra in the interim. The phone's ability to charge is one feature that is in dire need of improvement. With the Galaxy S24, Samsung maintained the same 25-watt wired charging speed, so an update for the Galaxy S25 would be very appreciated. This is because 45-watt wired charging speeds are available for both the S24 Plus and S24 Ultra. However, since the OnePlus 12 is evidence that you can have a completely charged phone in under 30 minutes, there's even more potential to enhance charging overall with the entire S25 series. Finally, as the Galaxy S9 was the last model in the series to support 15-watt wireless charging, Samsung will also need to improve the wireless charging speed in the Galaxy S25 line. It's past time for an update, especially since the OnePlus 12 has an absurd 50W wireless charging speed. Samsung will need to develop even more Galaxy AI capabilities for the Galaxy S25 after releasing a small number of them with the S24. Numerous Galaxy AI capabilities, such as voice recorder summaries, generative edit, and instant slow-mo, have been put to the test by us, and the results show that many of them have real-world uses. Some, meanwhile, continue to teeter on the brink of novelty. While there haven't been any leaks regarding the new Galaxy AI features that the Galaxy S25 may bring, a Samsung executive did mention that generative AI might be included to the Bixby personal assistant. But everyone is wondering how long they will be unique to the Galaxy S25 or if they will be carried across to other models. This is due to a software update bringing numerous formerly exclusive Galaxy AI functions of the Galaxy S24 to older Samsung phones. One UI 7, an Android 15-based operating system that Samsung revealed in October 2024, and stated will be used on the new Galaxy coming the following year, will be the S25's general operating system. Its upgrades include a new design, while the remaining new functions are either unannounced or unknown to beta testers. Samsung has a formidable task in the form of the Galaxy S25. There is undoubtedly more pressure on its flagship phones because when the Galaxy S24's processing power and battery life are taken out of the picture, the improvements are negligible at best. This is especially true now that the S23 has access to the same Galaxy AI functions. Larger improvements are even more crucial for the Galaxy S25's cameras and charging times. So stay tuned for further updates on the Galaxy S25 series, and feel free to share your expectations for this exciting new device in the comments below. Then I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.